Let's begin with Elon Musk, Twitter CEO and man who has definitely scissored a robot. If you thought your Twitter feed was especially flooded with Elon's tweets this week, you weren't alone. Apparently, Elon's tweets weren't going viral enough, so he pressured his engineers to design a special algorithm just for his tweets so that everyone would see them first. Because it behooves all of us to be privy to the fresh and original insights of the richest man in the world. Really, though, this is just the most pathetic thing I've ever heard. I don't understand how someone can have 15 kids and still be an incel. For him, I really do. This man paid $44 billion to get the same insecurities that I have for free. Let's move on to Turkey. It's been 10 days since the country was struck by a devastating earthquake, but in a small bit of good news, rescue workers are still miraculously finding people alive in the rubble. Just yesterday, Yesterday, they saved two brothers who survived more than 200 hours by eating protein powder and drinking their own urine. Ugh, protein powder. But how amazing is that? Protein powder and urine. That definitely sounds like something you could buy from, say, a Joe Rogan. Thank God they had that protein powder down there. That's why experts are now saying, in case of an earthquake, try to stand in the doorway of a GNC. Let's move on. Are you guys familiar with the TV network Newsmax? Oh, you are. It's basically an even more far-right Fox News. Like if your crazy uncle had a crazy uncle. Anyway, a reporter from Newsmax was at the White House yesterday, and he asked a very Newsmaxy question.
One of the most prominent themes that we hear from both elected Republicans and candidates has to do with what is called wokeism. And so we hear so much talk about woke capitalism, a woke military, and so on. And by way of trying to clarify this for the American people, I wonder if we couldn't begin with a threshold question, to wit, is President Biden woke?
First of all, to wit, okay, Fraser. I mean, I love how these guys are always like, the left are coastal elites. Now, prithee tell, doth thou be woketh? A person who says to wit is usually a to what? Thinks is Joe Biden woke was like a hard-hitting question. The real hard-hitting question would be, is Joe Biden awake? I don't know. I think we're just communicating wrong because, like, what I know woke to mean is like learning new things about people or the world and then acting accordingly, like basic kindness, maybe a gesture of care to people who are more vulnerable than you. You know what? Actually, you wouldn't like it. It's Jesus stuff. But, they're like, yeah, but I want them to push it on me. Nobody's pushing shit on you. You're acting like a beta cuck. Like, woke for the right is really just an umbrella term so that they don't have to say specifically that they're pieces of shit. Like, it feels cooler to say, I'm not woke, than the truth, which is, I'm terrified of what I don't understand, and I only know how to process that as anger because I can't look inward. To wit.